What's up? What's up?
What's going on, brother? Can you see me?
Yeah. How you doing, man? What's
I'm
going
good,
on?
man. How you? How you?
Pretty good, sir. I like the shirt, Steve.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's classic,
I see.
shining. Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's
man,
cool that you recognize. Cool that you identify.
before we jump into it, I know you don't need an introduction, but for anyone who might be sleeping under a rock for the last, I don't know, would you say about 19 years?
Something like that. Yeah. Damn. Woo. Yeah.
Right. Grammy Award winning, multi-Grammy nominated, Motown recording artist, the very talented Mr. Neyo. How you doing, sir?
I am all good, brother. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Over here sheltering in place, staying in the house.
Right. Keeping the quarantine going because
Right.
it's still crazy out there. So I've been real selective about where I decide to show up and not. Of course, always masked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keeping it as safe as humanly possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the new regular.
Absolutely. I mean, but how's it been going for you besides just, taking precaution when you out in the street? I mean, being in the house, being around the family, a new way of life. How's it all going for you?
To be honest, man, I'm loving it. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I in that I travel as much as I do, and in that I work as much as I do, I don't get to really spend a whole lot of time at home. You know what I'm saying? I wind up FaceTiming and Skyping my kids more than anything. So, for the last, what has it been, like 6-7 months now?
Right. Like
it's kind of become it feel longer than that, right? But this has kind of become my new norm, and like I'm liking it. It's almost to the point where, when the world do open back up and I got to get back on the road, it's gonna be a hard transition to make, man. I've grown accustomed to, waking up in the morning and eating breakfast with my kids. Like, This is a thing now. I can actually do this now. So I mean, other than thinking about when the world does finally open back up and just what that retransitioning is gonna be. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I've been loving it, man. Of course, it's no secret. Me and the wife was talking divorce before the whole quarantine thing happened, and due to the quarantine and just kind of forcing us to sit still and hash out our differences, we back stronger than we ever were. That's beautiful. So all in all, it's been a bit of a blessing for me, man. I mean, I know that people have suffered loss, and my heart goes out to anybody that lost anybody to COVID-19, but I gotta say, for me, it ain't been that bad. I'm just being honest.
I hear that. Man, now, are you based in California? Are you on the East Coast? Where are you?
Nah, I'm in Atlanta, brother. Atlanta.
You in Atlanta? Okay.
Sure.
I was gonna say, man, because if you out here on the West Coast, man, we got a whole new hot button now with these fires, man. It's been crazy out here. Like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, ravaging all through the
fires come out of nowhere. It's always something, bro. I feel like, I hate to say it, but I feel like the world is gonna get worse before it get better. So all you can really do is put your seatbelt on, stay close to the people that love you unconditionally and that you love unconditionally, and just ride the wave, bro. Because I don't see things getting better before they get worse. I hate to be that dude, but I just feels like it's where we at, man.
I mean, 2020 just keeps on 2020, man. You know what I mean? It's like the year just got so much for us, But I do want to big up, man, the new single you got, that You to Love with Jeremih. Yo, the record, I love it. And I hear the blending you got going on in there.
Yeah.
You
trying to bring the two generations together a little something.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's definitely got the old school vibes, man. And I know you dropped the record and you had actually connected with Postmates, man, to do something good for these frontline workers, right, during this pandemic.
Yeah. The nurses and doctors that's out there, risking their lives, sacrificing time with their family, sacrificing their personal health to make sure the other people is all right. It's like that. That's just, the epitome of nobility to me, So I figured out the least I could do is make sure that y'all get fed right. You know what I mean? So I hooked up with Postmates and made sure that they got their meals. And it was a cool thing. It was just something that felt like the right thing to do, man. Like this whole COVID-19 is just throwing a monkey wrench in everybody's situation. Right. And the people that are taking it upon themselves to be selfless and look out for their fellow man, it's like you gotta make sure that we gotta take care of those folks. We gotta make sure that those folks is all right. Because they the ones that's doing the harder work, the work that most don't want to do.
Right. I mean, man. So again, getting back to the record, man. It's bananas, man. We spinning it on a regular over at KMEL. I do want to say one of the first in the country to go ahead and put that thing on. You know what I'm saying? So
no, and I appreciate that love, brother. Real talk.
Yeah, always, man. And I know this is like the second single coming off the upcoming album, right?
Well, this is officially the first single. The first joint that I dropped was kind of like an appetizer. You know what I'm saying? It was what was going on with me in the moment, and it felt current. So I just put it out there on some. People ain't never really heard me on a vibe like this before. Let's see what y'all think. And some people dug it. Some people was like, "Oh no, Neyo, don't change your style up." And it's like, no, don't worry. I mean, this is one page in a very, very thick book. Like, don't worry. This is just one thing. But you talking about the pinky ring joint.
The pinky ring
came out first. It wasn't really meant to be a single. It was kind of just, what I was going through and what I was feeling in the moment, and it felt current, and the beat was dope. So my people was like, "Yo, we should go ahead and just drop this now," in preparation for the next single. So I was like, "All right."
Yeah, and so man, with this one, I mean, how did you and Jeremiah connect on this, man? And I mean, give me a little I know you can't give it all to me, but give me a little inside peek on what's to come with the entire project.
Absolutely. Well, Jeremiah and I connected through a mutual homeboy of ours. Young cat goes by the name of Rockstar. He's a producer and an artist as well. I worked with him a lot on this album, and we was just sitting having a random conversation about people that I hadn't worked with before that I would like to. So Jeremiah's name came up. I've been a fan of Jeremiah for a long time. Since birthday sex, I'm like, all right, it's something to this dude. Right. And sure enough, he's stood the test of time. So I didn't know how close they were. So he was like, "Bruh, hold on," and got him on the phone. He pulled up that night, and "You the Love" is one of the 2 joints that we did, both of which will more than likely be on the album. But yeah, man, dude is a musical genius, bro. Like, he really and truly is. He don't get the flowers he deserves, I feel. People say that I'm underrated. I feel like he's underrated. Yeah. And it's always a really comfortable and good thing when you're working with somebody that kind of views music in the same realm that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, his whole thing is not so much about image and all of that. The music is what speaks for him. You know what I mean? And I dig that. It just made it that much easier for us to collab. Because, the ideas was flowing. And honestly, when it's like that, you basically just sit back and wait on your turn to do your part. You know what I mean? You don't got to, really hold nobody's hand. He know what he doing. He knocked his out, I knocked mine out. We get it mixed up and mastered and out to the world, and the world responds. So we in a good space.
That's dope, man. I mean, like I said, just listening to this track, I'm really excited for what else you got coming up. I know you. Filming. I know you're doing some filming right now, right? Also with the with the TV show World of Dance, right? You back on that thing?
World of Dance. Well, so here's the thing. World of Dance is pre-recorded, and the day that we shot the finale show was the day that the crap kind of hit the fan, and they told everybody to go home. Yeah, like to the point where we didn't even have an audience in there at that final show. Like, they wouldn't even let the audience come in. So we was like, all right, this thing's serious. And that was when I came on home. But no, as of right now, I'm honestly just, kind of dividing my time between kids and family and finishing up this album. Because I'm not completely done yet. I got 1 or 2 more vibes that I really feel like I need, and then it'll be all the way done. This album is basically going to be just a celebration of the fact that I don't so much lock into one specific genre. I've been blessed with the ability to jump genres a few times, and this album is just celebrating that. So you're going to hear some vibes that you recognize. You might hear some vibes that you don't really recognize, but all in all, it's going to be quality, because I ain't going to let it out until I make sure that is the truth. So when are we looking to release it, man? Or you just letting work come as it comes? Almost there, brother. I'm thinking mid-September, early October, be looking for it. Okay. I mean, we always looking for more heat to come from you, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, indeed. Like I said, the record is already doing bananas. I do have a question, though. I know you and Jonte Austin were one of the first ones to really kick off these IG battles. Yeah, what I mean? Do you think we might have another one coming up? And give me a rundown of how the whole thing even came about. Well, it's funny because people keep asking me, man, when you gonna do a Verzuz? And I'm like, I kind of already did. We did one. And ours happened before the thing blew up and became what it is now. But yeah, we already did it. So Jonte hit me up pretty much right after the Dream and Sean Garrett's joint. I don't know if you caught that one. Yeah, and how that didn't exactly go. Didn't exactly do for R&B what we was trying to do at that moment. So Jonte hit me like, we should go next. I'm like, all right, cool, let's get it. So from there, we started laying down ground rules. And that's when it was like, all right, 20 records, a minute 30 per record, you know what I'm saying? Just hits. Like let's you know, let's organize this thing a little bit. So ours came off dope. We had like 80 to 100,000 people in the thing, but again, it was still new. You know, now cats is they 500,000, 600,000, a million on. Like people was really locked in now. So people been asking me if I do another one, but I feel like it's not really something you can do more than once, right? Like once you do it and you play your hits, like what you gonna play them again? Like, well, mind you, okay, so mine was a song, ours was a songwriter's battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. We went against each other as songwriters. So maybe I do one as an artist, yeah. But even still, I'll probably be playing some of the same records that I already played. As long as people don't care about that, then I'm with it. I'll do it again.
Okay. We know Brandy and Monica got their verses coming up.
Yes. Looking forward to that. Oh,
don't say it, man.
This is a really, really good one. Okay, my first mind says Brandy, but you cannot count out Monica got hits, bro. Like you can't. So you can't. It's hard to choose, man. I tell you what, I'm gonna be tuned in because that's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real good one.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that, man. I think that'll be real dope. I definitely think that the culture needs this. I think this is beautiful music. You know what I mean? What Tim and them are doing, man, and just, you know, big up to you for paving the way before they even, you know, had everybody else jumping on the wave, man. You know, you're always ahead of the curve, Neyo. You know, one last question.
Guilty as charged.
Man, being just so much a part of like R&B and what the culture has been for so many years, who's like a young artist that you think is really moving that needle towards just a whole new sound and a whole new wave right now?
A whole new sound. I don't know if there is a new sound. I'm gonna be. Hold on. Decline. Hello, you there?
Yep.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. Yeah, I forgot to put the damn do not disturb on. My bad. I don't know if there's necessarily a new sound. I mean, I know that the music is constantly growing and evolving, which is what it's supposed to do. Music is not supposed to stay the same, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, you hear, you know, this genre kind of mixing with this genre to kind of create something that's not necessarily new, but just unthought of yet, so to speak. You know, because I feel like everything's kind of been done. Now we just got to take the different bits and pieces of everything, kind of meld those together, see what becomes of that. So with that thought, kind of bringing the old and the new together, I love her. I love just her whole outlook on music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love her whole concept. Like her thing was about, all right, I'm pretty, but it ain't about my pretty. Like, listen to this song, and I'm like, that. You know what I mean? And it became her own little thing with the glasses and the whole nine. And I love it. I love where she's at. Let me see. Who else is just really, really impressing me right now? I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't been listening to a whole lot of music because I've been kind of, you know, in a cave. I don't want to get too influenced by what's going on around me. Right. But it's a young cat named Don Tolliver. I just recently heard the joint from him. Yeah. I think he over there with Travis Scott and them. I think he might be a part of that crew or whatever. But I like his stuff. I like his stuff. He toes the line between the hip hop and the singing, you know, really well. I like what he does with that. Roddy Ricch, of course, you know what I'm saying? You can't count old boy out. Like he's definitely kind of doing his own thing. Again, not necessarily anything new or unheard of, but different. Like it's a different spin on, you know, hip hop and R&B. Like I love that he'll do what he do and sit and play the piano while he doing it. I was like, that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought the whole concept of cats taking the time to learn instruments was gone. I thought we was over that. I'm happy to see that it's still some of the young generation that understands the importance and the staying power of just a piano, just a guitar. You know what I mean? It's stuff that will never go out of style. See who else? As of right now, those are the ones that come to mind. I mean, I know there's some people that I'm leaving out, but I've been in the cave, bro. I've been kind of just listening to my old stuff and you know, listening to stuff that kind of sits outside of R&B, pop, hip hop, like, you know, more ambient stuff, and just trying to catch different vibes that way. I've been in that place.
Right. Can I throw just a little nugget in your ear? Just a simple request for your family, GBiz here.
Yeah, man.
While you putting the rest of this album together, if you would happen to just stumble upon a track that you might want to do with Lucky Daye, do that for me.
Lucky Daye.
Man,
So there's a story there.
Okay. You already got one?
Oh, no, not yet. Well, honestly, actually, we might from the past. So listen, when Lucky Daye was, oh wait, do you know his real name?
No.
I don't know if anyone knows his real name, so I won't say his real name.
Okay.
But before he was Lucky Daye, right?
Okay.
He was one of the first artists that I was gonna take under wing, right?
Okay.
Like to the point where we had like 4 or 5 joints recorded. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna be on Compound. Yeah. Things went left, you know, for whatever reason. Nothing personal, but things just went left. He decided he wanted to do some other stuff. But yeah, I've known him from like way back. I've known him for a little while. I'm actually really, really happy to see that he finally figured out what his thing was and made that happen. The voice is still amazing as it was, you know, when we was rocking back day. I would love to do a joint with old boy. We just got to sit down and figure it out. We actually talked about it not too long ago. Yeah, just reminiscing on the past and the crazy things that was going on when we was rocking. You know what I'm saying? And now the crazy things that's happening in his life now. And I'm like, bro, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, you stuck with it. You found your niche and you kept moving, and here you are, like Grammy nominated and the whole nine. Like I'm proud of your accomplishments. So yeah, we've talked about doing some stuff together. So keep stay tuned.
Okay. Just man, I just wanted to drop that in your ear. If you have to make it move on this next album, I would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say your name in the verse or nothing like that. But I mean, if you want to, I'm just playing. Man, we appreciate you, brother. So it's always a good time, man. Thank you so much for all of it. Now, again, let people know, man, the new record is popping. The new album is on the way. Anything else you want to let them? Anything else you want to say?
All right, so You to Love featuring Jeremih. That's the one that's out right now. Everywhere music is streamed, downloaded, radio. Make sure that you rocking with that. Make sure that you call in and requesting that thing. Appreciate the love that is getting thus far. The new album, which has yet to be titled. I don't know what I'm calling it yet, but know that it'll be ready roughly mid-September, early October. World of Dance Season 4 is officially over. I'm not sure when we're going to start on Season 5, but I'm assuming relatively soon. So be checking for that soon. And then, so there's this TV show that I did 2 seasons of. It's called Step Up High Water. And it was on YouTube Red. YouTube Red is YouTube's subscriber-based situation. Right, so show just got picked up by Stars. So we're going to be on Stars now. So be looking for that relatively soon. I don't know if they're going to jump in at the 3rd season where we at or if they're going to start over because it's Stars now. I have no idea. But be looking for that real soon. It's called Step Up High Water. Okay. Yeah, be looking for that. Other than that, man, I'm around, bro. I mean, you'll probably see me this way before anything else, but I'm around, man. I'll be around.
Right. Well, keep up the great work, man. Again, we appreciate your time, man. And if you do need a name for the album, I'll just throwing it out there. Maybe Test the Time, maybe Dorona. There's a few things you can throw out there. You know what I'm saying? It's
we call the album Dorona. Yeah, that's not a good
Dorona. You know,
but Test the Time. That ain't bad.
You know, I mean, I was just thinking about the situation how you were describing your marriage, man, and being able to stay strong and be in it, and test the time, man.
That's real.
Again, you don't have to credit me if you use it, but just
I'm saying, should I decide to use it? Don't anticipate a check, but it's all good.
You won't be getting no royalties, my brother. Don't even worry about it. Hey, man, it's a blessing, man. Always a good one. Thank you, Neyo. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate the love, homie. All right.